Good evening, good evening. Welcome to Monday Night Live at Kadan. Yes, the open mic that's also a YouTube show. First up tonight, we have a little spoken word, a little storytelling for you. Welcome to the stage, Alex Bosworth. Good evening.
I sit in the coffee house on University, dipping my biscotti in my mocha latte and listening to the poet on stage. I'd like to find the person who taught them to read like this, somewhere in a dark parking lot, where I would use a rusty machete to gut them like a fish. Thank you. Good evening. My name is Clark Peterson, and I'm a brain surgeon. So I perform many extremely intricate operations on the most complicated part of the human body every day. And I just like to say that I don't know what I'm doing. See, I'm really wealthy. My family has hundreds of millions of dollars, so I got a lot of free time on my hands, and I thought becoming one of those brain surgeons that, like cuts into brains would be an adrenaline rush, like on those Mountain Dew commercials. But then I found out you have to do a lot of studying to learn brain surgery, and I've never done well on tests. So I just bought my way through medical school. I paid other students to take exams and assist on operations for me, and then I just bribed a few professors, and now I've got a diploma and all these credentials, but none of the, hands-on experience with human anatomy that really comes in handy when you're actually operating on a brain. So I kind of regret not studying now, because most days I find I'm in way over my head. When you open the top of a person's skull, there's a lot of blood, and I don't like that. It makes me nauseous and super dizzy. Plus, I don't know if you've ever used a scalpel, but those things are sharp. I found out the hard way. You shouldn't be wielding one of those things when you get as lightheaded as I do. And when you cut the wrong part of a brain, oh man, all hell breaks loose. A bunch of lights start flashing and people start running around yelling things like, clear. And then there's that one machine that goes, beep. Man, that thing gives me a headache. I wouldn't mind if it was just once in a while, but every day? So I just want everyone to know that after next year, I'll be retiring from medicine. My malpractice insurance can only hold out for so long. After that, it starts coming out of my pocket. And I've decided not to spend any more on this particular hobby. Besides, my father says he can get me a job as an air traffic controller, and I hear that's where the real excitement is anyway. Good evening. First of all, I'd like to thank you all for coming to this emergency town hall meeting. My name is Keith Vanzetti, and I'm co-owner of the Vanzetti Family Traveling Circus and Swap Meet. I'd like to say how pleased we were to see so many of you come out and enjoy the circus Saturday, especially after that unfortunate incident Friday night. Now about that, I just want you to know that bear has never, and I mean almost never ever, attacked anyone that small before. I don't know if it was something this little boy Tyler was wearing, some sort of noise he might have made, the shininess of his wheelchair. We're just not sure. Sometimes the slightest little thing in Chewy, our bear, goes completely apeshit. I mean, which is why we took him out of the petting zoo almost right away. Anyway, Tyler is still in the hospital, but his condition was just upgraded from extremely critical to very critical. So we got our fingers crossed, and we're hoping that he'll be out of the woods and only critical by tomorrow morning. Naturally, a lot of people, especially Tyler's parents, want to know if this animal had its shots. Funny story about that. We weren't really sure, so we called a veterinarian to examine Chewy, and it ends up he's not really a bear so much. He's more like well, he's a wolverine. See, the thing is, the way I obtained this alleged bear wasn't actually a cash transaction. I won Chewy at a poker game with the groundskeeper at the Knoxville City Zoo. Now, he swore up and down that this thing was a bear. And I was kind of skeptical at first, but he was like, what, you never heard of a Mexican pygmy hissing bear? And I didn't want to look stupid, so I said yes. So that was my bad. You know, I really should have made sure this was a real bear. You know, before we put him in that ballerina outfit and forced him to ride a tiny bicycle, because wolverines rarely do that in nature. And I have to admit, they don't seem to care for it personally. I won't go into details, but we lost one of our best employees, Pete Stawicki, on that project. Pete had been with us for 9 years, and you know, he wasn't a perfect guy. I mean, I know he owed a lot of people money, and there was talk about him sexually harassing one of the camels, but no one deserves to die like that. Not at the claws of a friend. I mean, and I think we all know that Chewy was Pete's only real friend by that point. Anywho, long story short, we called the vet, and he called the sheriff and told us that because the animal was involved in a child mauling and the lesser crime of killing a circus employee, we'd have to put Chewy down. So that's what you heard last night, all those gunshots at about 3 in the morning. 7 shots in all. As it turns out, wolverines have a tremendous life force, and this particular one did not go gently into that good night. Oh, and that reminds me of something else I should address. We run into another piece of bad luck at the Vanzetti family circus in Swap Meet. We have a bit of an escape situation on our hands. Apparently, last night one of our clowns got loose and is currently at large. The runner's name is Mr. Sniffles, aka Bombo, aka Ding Dong McSillypickle. He has lime green hair, large blue nose, and size 26 shoes. So you want to keep a sharp eye out for this guy, because he's been described as emotionally unstable and most likely suicidal. It seems Mr. Sniffles was distraught over the loss of Chewy the Wolverine, especially since he was the one that had to put the last 4 caps into him. Now, I know many of you will be tempted to arm yourself, but I gotta warn you, pulling a gun on Mr. Sniffles is a big mistake. Believe me, I know. It's more difficult than you might think to take down a clown with conventional weaponry. The brightly colored clothing and distorted facial features, the makeup, the wild hair, it's all very distracting when you're trying to aim. That's how they protect themselves. Before you can get focused enough to put one in his chest or the head, they're on top of you, and man, you do not want a wounded clown up in your grill. Your best bet is to carry a bottle of Tabasco sauce with you at all times. That way, if he corners you, you might be able to squirt some into his eyes. Remember, go for the eyes. Apparently, that's how they punished him back at the orphanage. Okay, I think I've taken enough time. I want to thank you for your patience. And hey, come on down to the circus. Bring the whole family. Come out to see the acrobats, the clowns, the stuffed Wolverine. It's such a special experience for the kids. You know, it's true. Children never forget the circus. It's true. They never forget it. Thank you.
Yes, that was Alex Bosworth. Woo! Now, next up, we have Aspiring Tyrants. Oh, here we go. Last one. This one's called Bleed Red. What's the difference? You and me. There's no difference from my brother I can see. What's the difference? I can tell. What's the difference?
taking names. And he decides who to free and who to blame. Everyone will be treated all the same. There'll be a golden ladder facing down. When the man comes around. And the hairs on your arm will stand up. In a terror, in a sip, and in a suck. Partake of the hot off the cup, or find yourself buried down in the potter's ground. When the man comes around. Hear the pipers, hear the singing. 10 million angels singing. One multitude are dancing to that big kettle drum. Voices calling, voices crying. Some are born, most are dying. It's Alpha and Omega's kingdom come. And the virgins are all trimming their wigs. It's hard for us to kick against these bricks. Till Armageddon, no shalom, no shalom. Then the father hen will send all his chickens home. By his feet they'll lay golden crown. The man comes around. Hear the pipers, hear the singing. 10 million angels screaming. One multitude are dancing to that big kettle drum. Voices calling, voices crying. Some are born, but most are dying. It's Alpha and Omega's kingdom come. In the fallen tree, in the whirlwind. And it's hard for us to kick against these pricks. In the whirlwind, in the thorn tree. And the virgins are all trimming the wigs. In hundredweight, penny pound, when the man comes around. Alright, thanks for coming out to Kadan and supporting local music, guys. Thanks, John.
Yes, indeed, the aspiring tyrants. Yes. I am your host. I am John Emmons. Welcome to Monday Night Live. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pick up my guitar and play some for you. Thank you very much. Next up, we have some more spoken word. Brandon.
This is called nonsensical poetry. Blowing smoke out of my ass. An artistry I've been very prolific at. Candle wax dreams of uncertain opportunities, dead fish in the bathtub, giant monkeys in the forest, bears in forbidden jungles, tainted lovers and soft cell secrets, potato skins with cheddar cheese, Taco Tuesday tiger meat, held by vampiric cougars touched of destiny, ramble, tamble, dip, drop, tidbit information of saluting calamities, atheistic punch bowl meltdown, factory ice cream truck, dreams of candy. Mommy won't give me $5 so I can get that Sour Patch candy. Political fake statements forwarded by correspondents, anteaters running for office, and cannonballs digging for gold. Rant coming to a close to a theater near you. Thank you. Being let go really enhanced my drinking solution. I would get trashed almost every day, starting from 4 a.m. One time I was so drunk that I started questioning a cop on a horse, accusing him of unlawful behavior, but then I found out it was a statue in Balboa Park. I was a mess. I went to go see the psychiatrist, but she said that I needed meds, and that being in love with a dog was unethical. What does she know? Heathen. One morning, things had changed. I found a higher power. A higher powered maker called the espresso machine. Her and I made good friends. I supplied it with love and it supplied me with my fix, the bean. I got a job working at this coffee shop where the espresso machine could spend quality time with me. Not like that bitch Sadie. Oh, and I'm over her now. And Mr. Planners with his silly hat and silly top hat and cane. I found solace with my new love, the espresso machine. Thank you.
Yeah, give another hand for Brandon there. Yeah, here at Monday Night Live at Kadan. Yeah, it's an 8:30 sign up every Monday night. Yeah, and just about anything happens. Next up, we got Mojo. Yeah, Mojo. Give me a second to set up. Next up, we got Mojo. Yeah, Mojo. Give me a second.
Heard only in the inaudible cells dying in your ears. Take comfort, fighting in pearl and grace. Subliminal information flies. Vibrational raw, impact back with alien transmission received. That's like mine. Games with the storm, twitches, itches, things unseen. Night, shits and TTs, the body dies, named from West Hand. I stand, your Prince of Lies. Yeah! Give me 1 second here. Chemicals. Alright. This next one's called Weapons.
fleeting swords, Hiroshima united. Auto fire, catapult, mushroom cloud, eyes irrelevant, destroyer forever. Pages from a book, just a book given power with new life. Skrillex, machine guns, the venom as the shit runs down their legs. Weapons! I have weapons! I have weapons! Weapons! I have weapons! I have weapons! Double-bladed words, slice and dice, daggers from heaven, locusts from God, one hand, iron palm rod, pull the trigger, decomposition of omission of what is written, words lack power, leaders finest hour, Lord of nothing, Lord of lies, weapons. I have weapons, I have weapons. Weapons! I have weapons! I have weapons! 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 We foresaw. Woo! It's without means. I have lost me. In my manic bipolar REM state flutterings, I've lost myself in unorganized flutterings. Of what was once a clean room, collages of sound that filters through closed blinds, someone else's beer on the counter, faded memories of what I did last night. Like someone stricken with lycanthropy that wakes up in the zoo. I cover my head with my pillow. I feel the gentle caress of darkness. In my self-sealed coffin, I wish to pretend not to move, not to make a sound. The things out there won't hear me. I like being here sometimes, kind of fun. I get to be Batman when I want to. You like to ride with Batman, wouldn't you? Go blow shit up. Sometimes I hear Merle Haggard playing some sad song and I get romantic and I start having these feelings and cry. And I feel quiet and I hear the quiet louder than ever, louder than before. I look outside my window to see the end of the world and I hear the ringing in my ears. Thank you very much. Woo!
Yes, indeed. The sights and sounds of Mojo. Well, let's see what's up next. were just jamming. Hope it sounded
awesome, John. Sounded awesome.
Felt like that here and stuff. Yeah, thank you. Huh? Well, I'm going for the moment.
Anybody else want to step up and get to the mic? Jam, do something?
Yes, that was a completely uncontrollable musical experience. It was Mojo, me, and
I was very limited at work. So I decided to take on some odd jobs to add supplement to my income. And oh boy, I've worked some pretty weird jobs. The first job I took was filling the role for a caretaker for an elderly lady. Her name was Blanche. I didn't last very long at this job. Blanche was a sweet lady. She would always offer me cookies and milk. She told me that she had always depended on the kindness of strangers. And at 7:30 we'd watch Jeopardy together. One night, Blanche had asked me to go grab some canned goods from the cellar, when all of a sudden, she locked the door and slid down the stairwell with some sort of suede bondage whip. She cornered me and almost beat me to death with it, and demanded that I called her daddy. So, I put in my 2 weeks' notice. Then my next job, I worked as a lab technician in this guy's garage, but that job ended very quick, once the cops showed up. Soon after, I started working for this cafe that only opened at nighttime, until I found out the boss was a vampire. To protect myself, I went to the nearest Vaughn's and bought a jar of minced garlic. My boss was disgusted and asked me to never set foot on his property ever again. At my last job, I worked with these 2 guys from the South. They called themselves the King and the Duke. I had in fact the right to believe that they weren't of any royal blood. They had me pretend I was this servant boy named Adolphus, and that we just got off the boat from England to see their brother on his deathbed. We also had this other guy on the job named Jim. He was to act like he was Swahili. And everybody seemed pretty racist, because they kept dropping the N-word every time they referred to him. Anyways, I digress. We were supposed to come to 3 beautiful young girls and collect their inheritance money, and well, that didn't fly with me. So I hid the King of the Duke's prospective money in a coffin and drank alcohol, and I think they turned into the authorities soon after. But things look hopeful, lots of pints. Now because I just applied to be a fisherman on this boat called the Impact to get really fucked up with some Captain Ahab looking for a giant whale or so. Lots of loggers. Something about losing his leg or something. Well, wish me luck.
Yeah, there we have Brandon Hinton. We're reading a little bit for you. Yeah. As he gets in front of the camera. Yeah. Stands in front of the camera. Okay, I think we got some tyrants coming up here. An aspiring tyrant, that's it.
What I can. I'll have to just do my shit all alone. And if you think you got it, make it sweat in your selfish ways of where the world comes turning something new. I've seen a lot of things in my years. I've struggled just to hold back the tears. And every fucking where I go, I see the pathos that I know, the termination of a song. Someone's gotta tell me, can't you see that everything around you is a fucking tragedy? The scenes of happiness can never find a place to go, and your generation doesn't know. Tell me when righteous, but I can't. I'm happy just to watch it all in life. And when you think you got it made, just revel in your selfish ways. And when the world stops turning, so will you. We're all out of time. This song is called Progress. It's what we're doing in this country. What's progress? Not intelligently planned. It's the facade of your heritage, the order of your land. I said it's progress. It's not red, white, and blue. It's the structure of the future. It's the minds that see me through. It's progress. Till there's nothing left to gain. It's the turn of new ideas. Makes you wallow in your shame. Before you go, you contribute more. Destroy this fucking world that I saw before. Just remember, life on earth is a flash of dawn. We're all a part of it as the day rolls on. In progress, it's just the message that we send. One step closer to the future, 1 inch closer to the endless. That is progress. It's just a synonym of time. We all are all aware of it, but it's nothing we refine. The progress, it's a debt you have to pay. It's convenience that you cherish. It's pollution you disdain. And the cutting edge doing people to plow through. Just keep your fucking distance and it cannot include you. It's progress. Cherish and pollution we disdain. Cutting edges dulling, too many fuckers to plow through. Just keep your fucking distance and it cannot include you. What's progress? What's progress? One more.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. The aspiring Tyrants here, yes, rocking him with an acoustic guitar and his soulful holiness.
Improvisational rock and roll there, yeah. Oh, wow. feeling bad.
Right on out to the dawn's early light. Well, thank you very much. I think I need a little beer break, yeah. Well, thank you very much. Joe.